Hey everyone, welcome back. So this past weekend I was at the Dutch Pen Show and I'd like to share what I bought as well as my overall impressions of the show. So first I bought the VIP package, which gives you early access to the show as well as a goodie bag. I don't know how unique these goodie bags are, but here is what I got in mine. So obviously you get the bag itself. Then I've got this Hachiminoya file folder with this design. Then an Oxford black and red notebook in A4. Then some promotional materials, more promotional materials. Yeah, here is this pencil bag, and it also contains this 3D printed holder for ink samples. There is also this glass ink muddler. Next we have some more promotional materials, this time from Katawiki, which sells high-end vintage pens, and some stickers and reveal cards, samples for swatches. Promo card from Moleskine, a postcard from Waldman, promotional card from Jacques Herbin, pen loop for Leuchtturm journals, and this color actually matches the aqua blue theme for the pen show. And also this Moleskine case, which I'm not sure how this one is used. It has a Velcro strap on the back, and there is this rather small opening, but I guess you can fit a pen in there comfortably. Next we have an ink converter from Monteverde, very fancy Carandash Swiss wood pencil with the Swiss cross on the back, of course. We have a Lamy rollerball, which again matches the aqua blue color of the pen show, and this one has a marking ackerman.com. Next we have a Galen leather pen sleeve, and I liked these so much that I bought more from them. We have a tiny Rhodia pad and 3 narrow washi tapes from Journal Viz. So it's shades of grey. A cute keychain from Venture. It's a pencil extender from E+M. Ink stamp pad from Journal Viz. Black Monteverde ink cartridges. And finally the inks and a random ink sample, and I guess I wasn't super lucky because I got Jinhao Blush Violet, but the inks are a bit more interesting. So these two are diamond exclusives for Journal Viz. One is called Love and Dare, and the other is Grey and Bow. Now we of course have Robert Oster Pen Show Special Waterworld, one ink from Shanghai Stationery, Dolabird. Alright, let's continue with the other stuff that was not part of the goodie bag. First, these 3 Galen leather pen sleeves, because I really like the materials. Next I got some mostly everyday use pens. So first it was this very regular platinum plaisir in green and a sailor with fude nib here, and this is 40 degree, which is a little bit less extreme than the 55 degree one. I also got some ink samples and Wearingull 13 Children ink, as well as a Pannonia cherry. Next, one of my two main pen purchases. So the first one is a Gravitas Pocket in this really high-tech carbon material, and I really had a tough time choosing which Gravitas pen to buy. But I wanted something unique, and this really fits the bill super well. It has a really fancy red ebonite feed, and it fills with this small push-pull converter. And here comes my main splurge of this fountain pen show. It's an Urushi fountain pen from Sei, who is a lovely Japanese guy. In this cardboard sleeve there is a nice wooden box, and inside the box there is this promotional paper, and inside we have this pen sleeve, and inside the sleeve we finally have this lovely Tamenuri red fountain pen. This uses a regular Yo number 6 nib and feed unit. I also really like that the threads for the cup are also covered in Urushi, and inside we have a regular Schmidt converter. At the show I also looked at many other Urushi fountain pens, and I liked this one by far the most. It's a classic red Tamenuri with faceted cup and body, and the base is ebonite. Full review coming soon. Outside of the show I also visited both of the Ackerman stores, and I got just something small from both of them, like these two writing sets, and maybe more importantly a new Forever ink by Diamine, which is pigment based, and I liked this color most. I also got this relatively new Herban Vert Cactus. I did some quick writing samples for all the inks, and I'm really happy to report that Diamond Skyline, despite being a pigment based ink, looks really good on paper. Doesn't look washed out as many other pigment based inks do. Herban Vert Cactus, this is a lovely army green that shades nicely. Wearingull 13 Children, standard teal that shows some sheen on very wet areas. Pannonia cherry, that will be very suitable for everyday use. On top we have Rhodia paper, by the way, and this yellow leaning one is MD paper. Robert Oster Waterworld, That's a very green leaning turquoise that has very lovely shading, but I had some issues with the flow. It didn't flow super well from my Sailor Hokoro 1.0. Journal this Love and There is a lovely chroma shading purplish gray. Journal this Rainbow is shading gray that also has a little bit of chroma shading, and Shanghai Dollarbird is a slightly less saturated turquoise that has lovely chroma shading between blue and green. So what are my overall thoughts on the Dutch pen show? I really enjoyed the show. There was a huge selection of modern fountain pens. The only thing that was a bit missing for me were vintage fountain pens, because only a couple of vendors were there and they only stocked rather high-end vintage fountain pens, and London Pen Show was a lot better. In this sense, in London there are many sellers selling quite affordable vintage pens, like under £50. The vendors themselves were in 2 rooms, which could get a little bit crowded, but I think it was organized quite well. And there was a sort of common area with a couple of seats where you could get water. Maybe it would be good to have a bar, at least for some kind of coffee and soft drinks. But overall, I'm really happy that I was there, and I'll be happy to return maybe even next year. That's all for now. Thanks. Bye.